And now, okay. And now, okay.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're warming up. Can you hear the sound of my new filling?
Oh, it sounds well set.
It sounds fulfilled. Yes. It's the podcast that Snaky Serpent warned you about.
Welcome to Biting All the Apples, where two gals have been discussing one radical book and so many other things.
I'm Sarah Kay.
I'm Joanna V. Here we are. We waited a month before we came back together on the mics. We had to make sure it was really 2026. And we're mostly sure it is, although it could be a simulation. I don't know.
No guarantees.
What better way to embody the really unreal state of the world than with an in-betweener episode?
That's right. We're standing between seasons of the Biting All the Apples podcast. That's the one you're listening to right now, and thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. We're standing between one book, Elizabeth Cady Stanton's The Woman's Bible, and many books.
Bum, bum, bum.
Between the Victorian thought garden we've been leading you in. We've been touring you around.
And the pretty dresses.
In our pinafores.
Pinafores.
And the thought garden we're staring at out there. In the distance.
Do you see it?
In the next month's 2026. Are you liking this Garden of Eden theme?
You should, because the whole reason we picked the name of this podcast, Biting All the Apples, was to signal to listeners, that's you, that we are all about digging in. We are honoring the brave choice of Eve, who sought liberation by biting into that knowledge.
And that's what we're hungry for. So, of course, we think the best things to serve in these times are things like forbidden knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Hidden knowledge.
Yes.
Secret knowledge.
All that.
Off the beaten path knowledge.
Favorite kind.
Alt knowledge. That stands for alternative.
I like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like the music.
Anti-normie, anti-conformist knowledge. You know, the stuff that challenges the mainstream crap we've been spoon-fed by the very people that are presently, revealing themselves to not have our best interests at heart.
Oh my, isn't that shocking?
Shocking. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
If there's one thing that kept us going last season, it was that we knew we weren't going to get through these times using the same old samey ways of thinking that got us here. And seeing how many of our institutions and leaders have failed us.
So bad.
And old ways are disintegrating quickly. We plan on ramping up our efforts in the coming season. We got work. We got some digging and biting to do.
That's right.
We're like wild animals in the garden.
I like how biting sounds like violent. That's what we're changing the biting to sound from sounding cute in 2025 to being violent.
Fierce.
We're
fierce. We're going to change your thinking.
Right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, I guess what we are saying is that we want to be your counterintelligence podcast agents. We will keep finding big, juicy apples to bite. Unless they are galas, because we all know those can get too mealy.
You don't want to bite into one of those. So today is an in-betweener episode for these tweener times. We'll catch up and address or maybe dismiss any unfinished business from season 1, and then get into telling you why our next season is branching out into something bigger than any one book.
I guess what they say, we don't need a bigger boat. A book for these times. We need more books.
Bring them on.
But we'll get into that after we get into ourselves a bit after this funky music break.
Ooh, time to dance. Love that. I love it. It's like a pump me up.
It's our house band.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Coming out to the Tonight
Thanks,
Show.
Chet. Who's in our house band?
Cindy.
Cindy Clopper, the house band cat.
Thank you, Cindy Clopper.
If you will, imagine a cat that is doing the thing where she's playing like a guitar with her back paws, drums with her other paw, and a harmonica.
It's the one cat band.
One cat band. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, microphone, harmonica. Mm-hmm. And she looks good, too.
Oh, my God. She's such a
She's not frumpy.
That's what I suspect that my cat, she's a rescue cat, but I believe that she actually is a supermodel that has run out on a major contract.
Oh, my.
That's after having her here for about a year. I'm like, oh.
You're undercover.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're on the lam.
I mean, she's got the look.
She does have
the look. Like she just, hit it. Hit it. Touch.
Yeah.
Touch.
Like, I've never seen a cat that knows her angles like she does.
I mean, really.
I know.
And just fierce with her.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Although she's more.
I know. She does a little squeak. And yeah. I mean, I don't know if we should be talking about cats, but it does kind of fit in. Remember, I found out because last season we were talking a lot about Christianity, which has been popular now for about 2,000 years.
Long time. Spread far.
And I thought that this is a fun piece of info to get perspective on things people worship and religions and such. And as we know, cats were worshipped in Egypt for their mystical moves and the feeling that they could communicate with other
They definitely know things.
And they definitely know things. And I'm like, well, how long did this go on? Because there were even laws you could get sentenced to death if you harmed a cat in Egypt. And they were worshipped for 3,000 years.
That's a long time.
That is a very long time.
That's longer than Jesus.
That's right. So just think about that.
And they have statues.
Yeah. And I mean, we continue to worship cats, but I'm talking you know what I'm saying?
We pamper them, but yeah. No temples,
Yeah, no temples.
Although there may be a temple somewhere.
My death plan does involve a cat temple.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cindy's head will be on the top.
Yeah.
The lead cat. I like it.
So yeah, here we are. We're back on the mics.
Oh, it's so good to hear.
It's so good to hear your voice through these mics.
Yeah, because this does soothe me that we're not going to stop thinking. We're gonna figure this out.
We're gonna figure this out
collectively. We can't do it alone.
Right.
We're just gonna bite all the apples we can.
That's right.
Throw it up in the air. And we're going to pick the best things.
Whatever they're telling us not to eat, to look at, that's where we're going to look.
Oh.
I'm going to share, there's a really, really, really good blog post by a writer by the name of Jude Doyle. And it's titled, You Can Just Say Patriarchy.
Ooh.
And this is something that I've been railing about on my own Substack and, on the Blue Sky, where it is driving me fucking crazy that after this, was this the second or third dump of Epstein file things?
They keep coming
We
out.
are not hearing any of our elected officials, any mainstream media, barely any independent journalists say patriarchy or misogyny. They're just not saying it. Where I'm like, this is clearly a huge problem. This is a war on women that has been waged by the most powerful, influential men in the world.
Yeah.
The files have revealed that this is an international conspiracy.
In prison is a lady, the only woman, the only person.
International criminal conspiracy. They shut down Me Too, all this stuff. So, but in this blog post, she poses all these questions, but I'm just going to read one. If one class of people is committing nearly all the rapes on the planet, and that group of people also holds disproportionate power in society, what can we conclude?
It's
a problem.
It's just the problem.
Misogyny is the problem.
It is the problem.
Patriarchy is the problem.
Yeah. But men will never say that.
Because they get I read something else too, where men get all weird if you say patriarchy.
They're like, wait, I'm a good guy. There's good guys.
Yeah, and you're like,
okay.
I know, of course.
Yeah, right.
Just
I got you, but do you see the overall picture?
Yeah, the overall power structure. It's a problem.
And historically, like forever.
Yeah. No, and actually,
Well, for recorded time, I
and
guess.
this is what this podcast is for,
recorded
is
time.
to show that it has not historically been forever, because what they're trying to trick us into believing that it's just like the natural way of things.
And no ma'am.
No ma'ams.
No ma'ams about it.
It is not the natural way of things.
Yeah.
And that's what, I mean, we comb through the Women's Bible, and I think that's one of the things that we learn from that is we're like, all these things that we're taking, like, oh, it's just the way things are. And all those Victorian ladies were like, honey,
Girl, no. We're being held down.
yeah, they're like, no, this is just some constructed bullshit.
I do feel like we resurrected them.
I do feel
Do you
like
feel
we did.
that?
Yes.
Like I
Yes.
do. I feel like they came and they're with us. And they're like, yeah, girl, bring it back. It's okay. It's an old record. Somebody's going to listen at some point.
Somebody's going to listen at some point. It's all going to come to a...
And I think we're there.
Well, we are...
I want to think.
I gotta say, I think that we've never been privy to so much raw, like, evidence of this, of how bad this patriarchal
Cabal.
capitalist system is. Yeah, it's cabal.
It's a cabal.
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate. I think it's so funny that these people that were so, like, into the conspiracy theory, why aren't they coming out and be like, oh my God, they lied to us? Like, I mean, it's all out there. So, like, when is that going to happen?
I think that
I need that to happen.
I'm trying to, I'm like, if any listeners were one of the, QAnon people, tell us, like, or is it must be hard because somehow they had convinced people that this was a problem. And interesting, in the Epstein files, it is revealed that there are, I mean, at least for now, we don't I'm like, this is my disclaimer. We don't totally know. There's still people combing through, but there are definitely communications between like Epstein, the dude who started 4chan, which is related to like QAnon stuff. So like these people planted all of this sick information that divided our country. So, I mean, it is mind-blowing.
And it wasn't hard for them to create because they were actually doing it.
Right.
They were just like blaming it on people.
Yeah, which is an interesting technique. And I
it
think,
worked.
And I wonder if it's hard, but what they also did, because Steve Bannon was involved, and he's like a Nazi. And
True.
Even though that's not the correct term, disclaimer,
yeah.
but that's shorthand for, white nationalists.
And white nationalists, yeah.
I guess that's what, I could just say that. But I wonder if it's because they had tied it into this like American patriot identity and this white nationalism that they can't admit to this yet, because it's like too much to unravel.
And then they would just they would just combust.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not doing it. It has to be. That's why I was like, you can't separate misogyny from like racism, because they're like it's like one part makes the other possible.
Yeah.
And, it's like the power structure that makes racism possible.
Okay.
I think. I don't, I'm not an expert. I'm sure there's people listening that are like, listen, I did my PhD. And I'm like, but
good.
I get it.
Then call us, because I want to know.
Yeah, call us. I need to know more.
I need to know.
We all need to know more, which is why
we're here.
We're here, and that's what we're doing.
For you.
So for season 2 that we're coming up on,
it's right on the precipice.
Are going to talk about the things that we just mentioned, like how these hidden histories and these alternative philosophies, and I say alternative as in like they're not the mainstream stuff we're taught, will reveal to us that a lot of the history that we've been taught that has made us believe like, well, it's just natural. People need capitalism for competition. And it's like, it hasn't always been that way.
No.
There's societies that existed that did not even have like leaders before. We were not told about this stuff. So for season 2, we are going to be going through not just one book the whole season, but we're going to be going through a crap ton of books.
We're
gonna book it.
We're seeking all the knowledge.
Yes.
We're seeking options. Where can we go? Where can we dream? Where can we resurrect the woman?
Yes.
We need to get back to that. And we got to find all the people that have all the knowledge, because people have been trying to tell us, but it's just been staying underground.
I know.
Because like this
And I
book,
think the
this
time
first
is right.
book,
That's what. Yeah. So
yeah,
one
this
of
first book was written in 1975.
Yeah, so we have a couple books that are coming up, and we're going to do. So our plan is that we are going to get some books that really break open the brain. We want to challenge the binary thinking that has infected this country. And so these books, again, we're not saying that these are like the answer.
No, but we're enlivening you because it can get really depressing.
And we're enlivening ourselves.
And ourselves because we can get depressed.
Yes. So the first one that we're going to be discussing is The Great Cosmic Mother.
Mama.
Rediscovering the religion of the earth.
I love it.
Yes. So that's like a religion one. And...
Bum.
And then we're going to be following. I'm so excited.
This one's newer.
This one's newer. This is super fresh. And I'm so excited to introduce everybody to a wonderful thinker, Heather Marsh. We're going to be discussing her Binding Chaos book. And this is actually part of a series. So,
is it?
It is. There's 3 different books, I think.
I did not know that.
And even getting this information, it's just going to help kind of break open your brain because I think we're in this place in America and people are like, well, we just need to like get Democrats back in office.
No.
And
Nope, that's not it.
And I think that we're all seeing that even like the way that we vote and we have these like bloated bajillion-dollar elections and we're not even really choosing between like the last presidential election, Trump didn't even participate in the primary debates.
Yeah.
And he was just automatically...
It's like a show. It's
total bullshit. And then even though I was like all about her, but Kamala got shoved in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a democratic process to have her be the candidate. It wasn't for either side, which I want to point that out because a lot of people are like mad about Kamala. And I was like, Trump didn't go through it either.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, he was already... whatever.
Yeah.
These people are going to be like, well, they already knew.
Right.
No, he didn't.
He didn't go through the process.
But same thing, like, I'm going back to Bernie because, like, who ruined Bernie?
DNC.
Thank you so much.
Horrible.
I'm still mad about it because they were saying he's old. Look at he's kicking ass. I'd take Bernie over any other 85-year-old man, and he would whoop him.
I know. But I'm even, I'm of the radical notion that I think the idea of having a single leader
it's kind of silly.
It's very silly, especially for a country of 330 million people.
I know.
And especially as we're seeing that our system, we're like impotent to get a bad leader out.
And it's so crazy because, we were brought up thinking like this is the best thing ever. Checks and balance. Do you know about checks and balances?
Yeah, totally. We're talking all the time.
Have you seen any checks and balances working?
No, because we have a corrupt Supreme Court. What are you supposed to do about that, people? I'm just kidding.
Exactly. That was silent.
That was a silent.
So correct.
That was. I will just take a wild guess at what
you're gonna have to guess.
We can't.
Secrets.
It's
no video here.
Yeah, that's right. We're like one of the only podcasts that doesn't have video.
Yeah, I'm not just maybe one day.
One day. Well, we do have that cool Riverside FM thing. Maybe we could do that.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we could.
I know
that could be fun.
So that's what we are going to be doing.
I'm so excited.
And so now that we're wrapping up the big book from season. Sorry, I'm going to start this over.
We did read that whole.
We read that whole woman's Bible.
Cover to cover.
Cover to cover, went through it.
And I loved it. I ate it. I drank it. I dreamt it. I lived it. I still talk about it.
I still talk about it.
I use it. I actually talk about the women's Bible like a lot. It's funny because before you showed it to me, I didn't even know of its existence. But now it's like part of my core beliefs of like, oh, I didn't know all of this stuff was fallible.
Well, that's
you know
and
what
that
I mean?
was what
it was like earth shaking, right?
Because it is, and that's like such a good point. And we want to reiterate, we're not saying like everything Elizabeth Cady Stanton said in her like the writers. We're not like that was 100%, true. But it did show you that this stuff is fallible. It was translated by humans, created by humans, like.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Lighten up.
Lighten up. Okay.
Come on.
What's the
oh my gosh.
problem?
Also,
But
there's been so many gods in the past. Like, I'm learning about it right now.
Yes. And cats.
Oh, yeah.
People used to worship cats. Lighten up. Give me a break.
Lighten up.
Lighten up.
And open up.
Lighten up.
Lighten up and open up.
Oh, yeah.
And then swirl.
Yeah, and then swirl around and then do some somatic shaking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just shake it out. Shake it out.
Oh my God, that is my new favorite.
I know, I do love that. But the thing that we're going to carry through, so we're not really like ditching the women's Bible.
No, it's our base.
It's the base for that, to explore things that we've been told.
Think of it as a runway.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It's our runway. And
that might be my first haiku.
I'm
going to work on that.
Do it. The runway. I love that. The thing that we're going to be carrying forward is that spirit of the 19th century when they literally had huge movements for free thinking. Gosh, and they worship the poetry, the knowledge, the invention, the challenging of norms.
Yes. And they were successful.
Yep. Yes.
But it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy, and it didn't totally stick, but we all know things,
It's the pendulum, right?
They go in like a dialectical situation. You go one way, and then you kind of slap it back and
I really hate that too. I wish, someday I hope humans just keep going forward.
Keep it going.
Come on.
Keep it going forward. I know. So season 1, one book, but we're changing the shape of the show a bit for this upcoming season. And because we're zeroing in on the kind of thinking we want to practice and encourage.
Yeah. Want to be better people.
Yeah.
With vision.
Because we think that knowledge is going to save us.
It's the only thing that can.
Yeah. So we're talking about knowledge, busting up binary thinking and inviting you to imagine more. We're all going to be trapped in this we just need to get Democrats back in office. But I understand why people are saying that.
Because they don't know what else to do.
We don't have any other options. And because we're all experiencing authoritarian abuse right now, it is very hard to activate your imagination.
Yeah, especially when a lot of people are just pretending it's not happening.
Yeah, that's
and they've literally they must be pretending. You must be pretending.
You must be pretending. I know.
I'm so glad I have you because I'm just they're pretending, right?
Yeah, we're reporting from small town, lower Michigan Peninsula. And I can report to you that I think I only know about 5 people that acknowledge anything is going on.
It's really strange.
And I'm talking so strange.
Even educated people.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking around please talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, nobody cares? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's pick the next curriculum then.
I know. You're fine.
Let's just keep pretending.
And
it's weird.
The part of that I can understand is that when something is so huge, because we're talking about an international elite criminal ring that's running everything. They're very rich, very powerful.
Very evil.
Very evil. And it's I get people are well, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. I cannot think about it.
There are a lot of people that is one way, this almost stoic style to be I can't affect it, so whatever. But I don't believe that we can't affect it.
We know that we can. We've seen it. That's the thing.
Yeah. And yes, these people are bajillionaires, but if you look, I'm going to point back to the Epstein files. What that you should pull away from that is, look, just 3 super creepy dudes have rearranged the power structure of the globe.
Yeah.
They have realigned. America has new alliances. We're oh, we like Russia now. That's it.
Yeah, and it's weird. And people are people that have been under the cult glaze are I'm pretty sure that he's a good guy. And I'm you grew up in the 80s, right? You lived here.
That's why I don't get the people that are our age.
How could you just let that go?
Yeah. I'm not going to give a pass to the people in their 20s that voted for. I won't give a pass, but I can tell you that I intellectually understand why they may have gotten on the Trump train because
there's been propaganda for their whole lives.
Yes, and like I got off track.
I lament what our future could have been a lot, and I need to stop, which is why I think this will be good because I need to stop looking back. Like, we can't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
I can't do anything about that.
No.
But can we help shape movement to a new...
Yeah, something that I almost want something that we can't even imagine yet.
Yes.
And I think that going through some of these texts, as we shall say, is going to, like, that's the idea, is to expose listeners to these fresh ideas, stuff that really will crack open your brain.
Yeah, and
like
we
I said,
need
the
to
binding chaos stuff is really
I'm excited
awesome.
for that.
It's so awesome because it really just busts your brain open from, we're so indoctrinating into believing like, oh, representative government is wonderful. And it's fucking not.
It's not at all.
It doesn't. The minority people not only don't get representation, they get abused. Mm-hmm. What was I saying? But yeah, we're here. I'm like, but yeah.
We want to open a road. We want the runway. We're your runway.
We're the runway. We're inviting you to imagine more. And why we're going to keep choosing to bite every apple that we can.
Yeah. I mean, if we're not biting apples, what are we going to do? Just lay in fetal position and cry?
I know. No, we need to like...
I can't do that anymore. I've done it.
So the goal... we're out. That was all of January.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did it for a bit. We're back.
And so we want people to, I don't even want to say have an answer for when someone's like, wow, this is the best system we've got. You don't have to have an answer, but like by exploring some of these books with these great, like, brain busting ideas, maybe you could have a better conversation than just like the stupid spoon fed red state, blue state. Like that's not even a real thing.
And we do need to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've told you, I had this crazy conversation with a janitor at my school. New dude, just ended up organically. We're talking nothing about the world, obviously, because people don't do that here.
Right.
You do not bring it up unless you are certain that you already know you agree with someone.
Right.
It's just the way it is in this county.
Right.
But we had this mind-blowing conversation, and it was an anomaly of ideas, like things that we agreed on and we didn't agree on. He had some real nutty stuff, but we were talking, and he literally said, this is what we need to be doing. And I was like, yes.
Yes.
We have to talk, and I need to tell you some of this stuff is crazy that you're saying. And when you preface it with, this is going to sound crazy.
Right.
There's a lot of crazy stuff that you can believe, that people want you to believe, so you don't think about real options.
Real options.
And we don't even know all the real options.
We don't know all the real options. Like I said, I'm thinking the coolest thing is if we all come up with something that we can't even imagine just yet.
Just yet.
But we're getting on that runway. We're taking that runway.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Whatever it is, it's going to include taking care of the earth. I know it.
Yes, it is. That's
this
why
is the Earth's moment.
It is the Earth's moment. And that's why I think The Great Cosmic Mother, which has yes, it is about how, matriarchal societies were actually like the norm.
Totally makes sense.
And I'm not even saying that's not necessarily the answer, but it ties it really in. It's about this rediscovering the religion of the earth. Mm-hmm. So how
does the earth work? It was really at the beginning, and you're just talking about nature in general and how nature, like, let's look to nature.
That's right. And not in the way that the crazy manosphere is like we used to drag women by the hair. And I'm like, yeah, and women used to decide who they were going to procreate with. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the most natural thing.
That is natural.
And
I watch it happen all the time on National Geographic.
That's right. They decide when and where and whatever. And fuck up.
Yeah.
So, but the other thing, and as we're wrapping up, we got to say, so we have a couple books. Those are the first two. We got our Binding Chaos and the Great Cosmic Mother. Those are coming up. We have a few more in the hopper, but we are looking
for mind-blowing books.
Yeah. And so we want to know.
What are you reading?
What are you reading? What book? What does this say? Tell us about a book that took what you thought about something and flipped your brain like a hotcake.
Just like a hotcake.
Let us know.
Because I want to know.
We want recommendations.
And I also take recommendations for documentaries. I love a good documentary.
I'd like that too. Yeah. Essays work too. Essays? Articles. So let us know, what have you read that's really like, knocked your socks off or just changed your way of thinking about, it could be anything from, I have a few books that I'm looking at that are about examining the nuclear family, which actually never really existed.
It was all a TV ad.
It was all TV.
You need this lazy
so
boy.
From that, we can talk. There's this really modern book, is it called The Invisible Woman, about women being gone in data. And I do think some of these are more recent. And I know that there are a lot of great podcasts that like do a better job of like super recent like book review stuff. But we're going to be looking for the parts that break our brains open.
Yeah.
Bust them open.
And we're figuring this out.
We're figuring it out.
We're going to keep trudging. And someday we're going to come out of the hole and it's going to be like this. And you're going to feel better.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
But you have to keep listening. You have to bite the apples, listen, interact.
Interact with us. Send us. So look in our show notes for ways to reach out to us. We're leaving TikTok.
Yeah, I had to.
They changed their terms of service.
I read it and I was like, I cannot agree to that.
It is so bad. But
I got some protests to go to and I don't want that on my back plate.
Yeah. But we're still on the YouTube and Blue Sky. So follow, like, share, and all that jazz. Share this with your pals. We'd love to know what you think we should bite into.
Yes. Yeah, we need it.
So
keeps us going.
That's right. So see you next week in SK and JV's Garden of Knowledge.
We're just growing and growing. I love it. Bye.
Bye.